welcome to Let's Talk Physical Media. My name is John.
And my name is Matt.
And today we are going to be eating donuts, and we're going to be talking all things physical media, anything physical media adjacent, and just anything we want to talk about for about an hour. And we're also here today to talk about a little bit of news that's going on, and news here on the channel. Yeah. I think we should start that off right up top before we dive into the donuts.
We can do that.
Even though I don't look serious right now. This is like a serious moment.
Oh, you didn't write Slav across it.
It's okay. They'll know from the coffee cup.
that was an all-white coffee cup.
It started white. It's like my skin. It starts like a certain way, but by the end of the day, there's, spots all over it.
Stains.
Rashes. The usual stuff.
Crazy, yeah.
Yeah. So, do you want to tell them what's going on, or do you want me to?
I mean, I guess I could.
Yeah. Want to lead into it?
Yeah, so, we've been doing this for, about a
year and a half
or so now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just having a bit of a problem with getting behind it, kind of. Sometimes there's some scheduling conflicts, and just, the schedules get a little tight. We work complete opposite schedules, and I have a lot going on at home right now. I'm trying to plan a wedding. I'm trying to redo my kitchen. I do all this stuff myself, well, with help of my father. But anyway, so I got a lot going on. I'm trying to get into the police academy and all this stuff. So basically, I'm going to be taking a step back. Maybe not so permanent for now.
Yeah.
But, every once in a while I'll pop in and we'll do some of these. But I don't know how he's going to restructure the Sunday videos, but I'm going to be stepping away for now. I don't want to get in front of the camera and give it less than the 110% that you guys deserve. So, I'm just not really into it right now, so I want to kind of just step back and let John take the spotlight, which he kind of already does. He does the brunt of the work, the editing, and all that stuff. So I don't know how you're going to restructure everything. But
so basically what's going to happen for you guys, because that's what you're more interested in, is so basically just because Matt only really lately anyway has been on the Sunday Let's Talk Physical Media and the half-ass movie reviews. Half-ass movie reviews in general has declined as it was as far as viewership goes. I think our most recent's only sitting at...
It didn't start too hot. We started...
It never came out of the gate hot.
With the Bond stuff.
So, that really never really panned out anyway, so we were going to actually make a change to that show as it was. So really, that show was already... I haven't even figured out exactly what that's going to get replaced with. I've been kicking around the idea of maybe doing like a morning show. People like to listen to the daily news.
We ordered one season of it. We're not getting great reviews.
No.
I don't think they're going to order a second season of
the key to YouTube is that if you see something not working, you kind of have to stop, because then the algorithm just won't push anything for some reason. They think that your channel's a failure. So if half-ass movie reviews is failing, you kind of got to let that go. Now, Let's Talk Physical Media doesn't fail, so that will just get restructured. Actually, next week we already had a plan anyway. My wife was going to be on. So it gives me a little bit of time to figure out exactly what the future of this show is, whether she'll come on. Maybe I'll have a different guest host every week, because Matt said he'll pop in every once in a while.
Yeah, it's not goodbye, it's just so long.
So long, exactly. So Matt lives 3 minutes from me, so if there's ever something he wants to talk about, we can always throw him in front of the camera. All the equipment's still here, so Matt's not going to be gone forever. It's just not going to be mainly his channel. It'll be mostly just me, and mostly just my beautiful face and what I want to talk about, and whatever you guys want to hear me talk about. We'll do more live streams to help circumvent that, There'll still be plenty of new 4K reviews, new movie reviews. Now this will give me the opportunity to go back to the theater more and review new movies, which is what I wanted to start this channel for from the very beginning. So we'll just circle back to that, really. And, it'll still be Let's Talk Physical Media. There won't be any other changes other than this, so it'll still be the same as it is. You'll still get Let's Talk Physical Media on Sunday in some form or another, and really the only thing that's going to change is half-ass movie reviews on Thursday. So,
you won't see me as much. You'll just see this ugly guy.
Unfortunate for you, but I did shave. So, with all the sad stuff out of the way, we'll dive into the donuts now, and that's always a pick-me-up for everyone, is a little bit of a treat from what America runs on.
Yeah, Dunkin'.
Dunkin'.
So, my fiance was kind enough to cut these into portions so we could have taste. But you know what? I'm not really too big on the cut donut things. I like full donuts. So John bought 2 dozen donuts for some reason.
The 2 dozen donuts, I expected to be $12.
It was probably more, right?
It was $30.
$30?
Well, I also got the coffee. So
What is that, $1?
yeah, well, the coffee's expensive now, especially from Dunkin'.
$3?
I mean, I don't know what this was. I was a little surprised when the thing.
$30.
I was like, oh, I got a good deal. It's only $3.10, and then I was like, oh, it's $31.
You got robbed. Are you kidding me?
I mean, you got to figure what's that, like $1 a donut? It's $24.
24.
And then a cup of coffee and $10.
That's more than $1 a donut.
I don't know what the market is on donuts at the moment.
I assumed they were like 60 cents, maybe?
I don't know.
That's what they used to be. They're probably not. I don't go Dunkin' Donuts
Everything
often.
would inflate. Like we talked about with Taco Bell
Holy
Yeah, you know?
moly.
Everything costs more money now. So if you just want a fresh donut and a cup of coffee, you're spending like $5, where it used to be like a $2 deal.
Anyway, what do we got here? So
it's just a smorgasbord. I specifically asked for no jelly, and I asked for the donuts that you wanted, which were as you described them, the Simpsons donut.
Donuts. I got donuts. Hey, I know you.
The Homer Simpsons donut, which is the
pink.
The pink with the strawberry frosting with little sprinkles on top.
Yes,
So
that guy right there.
Yeah, exactly.
This is one of my favorites, the Homer Simpson donut. That's iconic.
They only gave us 2 of them, I guess. Well,
Yeah.
those are all you, so...
You don't like these?
No, I do, but they're not my favorite. If I'm going to have something with sprinkles and frosting, I'm going to go
You go for the chocolate?
chocolate or vanilla.
Yeah,
It
the
depends on the
chocolate
day.
is not for me.
So it's either depends on the day.
The vanilla I like if this is not there anymore. I also, the classic chocolate glazed is fantastic.
I mean, the best one, though, and this
I
is
just don't like cream filled.
Well, cream filled is the best, and this is what I'm going to show you guys on camera. So, I think... Nope, that's just...
Yep, that's on the floor already.
Now this is the big boy. This
What
is
is that?
vanilla
That's a Boston
cream
cream?
forward. No, this is vanilla cream filled, not Boston cream. Big difference between vanilla cream and Boston cream.
Okay.
So this one has also got the powder on the outside. Now, if you came for the mess,
Yeah, well, it's here because it's on the floor already. You guys can't see it, but coming
Yeah.
out of the box immediately.
yeah, you see that?
Nope, wrong.
What?
You don't put 2 hands on it.
It's a donut. It's
Yes, exactly. It's a donut.
I don't like
It's not heavy. It doesn't need 2 hands.
It's a little heavy. It's like a burger. You don't bite into a burger with one hand. You bite it with 2. So you go in like this. I tell you what you don't. That's a good donut.
I said, the idea was like
Oh my
messy
God.
foods and see how John navigates messy foods. And I said, how in the world do you make a mess with a donut? I mean, I guess I don't eat the messiest donuts, but still, the way you're eating it is definitely the problem.
No.
Okay.
Let me see you bite into a donut.
Okay, 4 fingers. See, the pinky never touches
Now, what are you
it.
doing with that other hand?
I'm going to keep it on my napkin, so if I drop anything, I'm going to grab it.
So you're just going to go one hand in the whole thing? See, I was just holding this with one hand. It feels like this side's going to fall off. So I'm going back in.
Because you bite it down the middle. No problems.
Oh, my God. How was that donut?
Good donut.
They were fresh. I watched them come out, most of them. Because it is the morning.
Do they even still make it in-house? Or they get delivered on a truck every morning?
You know, I really don't know. I did know somebody who worked at the Melville Dunkin' Donuts, and they were making them at night.
Yeah.
But that was in Melville, so I don't know how true that is. I don't know if they all do that, but they did have plenty of room and plenty of stoves, and they had a chef come in every morning.
Now, what is the normal amount of donuts you're supposed to eat in one sitting?
I always say 1 to 2.
1 to 2 would be like the normal amount. 2 is like pushing it.
2 is pushing it. This will make you sick. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of the Boston cream since we did, and I don't want to spit in Danielle's face since she did set this up all nice for us. Mm-hmm. And I did just eat a whole donut already, so I'm gonna bite into this Boston cream as well. As you can tell, I love an explosion of cream in my mouth when I eat a donut. Almost fell out of my mouth.
How?
It is 9:30 in the morning.
Yes, this is 9:30 in the morning, so that's why we're eating donuts.
It worked out perfect, actually,
Yeah,
because it is
it did.
breakfast, and I got my multicolored cup of coffee.
But this is my second go-to. Is I like the chocolate glazed.
So you like just all the plain stuff. Like
Yeah.
I like the stuff that's like, messy and stuff.
Makes a mess.
Where's the glaze, actually, regular glaze? Do you see that on here anywhere?
It's not. No,
What's that?
that's blueberry.
Oh, I don't like blueberry.
No, it's delicious.
I've had it. I'm not a fan.
Really? Okay, I'm gonna eat it then.
I'm going to actually have a little bit more of this cream.
I like these blueberry
See,
ones.
now this, I think that's why you eat with one hand.
Blueberry glazed. Why?
Because you're not worried about the cream falling out. So even though this is a little corner, I still feel the need to get 2 hands on here.
That's crazy.
Now, why is that crazy?
There's not even enough room. You're struggling. Your fingers are fighting each other for space.
Made a bit of a mess on that donut.
You think?
Thank.
You need to be power washed after this. What else we got in here? The coconut one? You want to try that?
No, I don't like coconut. Not
I'm
at
gonna
all.
try that.
No, I'm not trying that. That's all you, buddy.
I like, what is it? This,
If you say...
all over your nose.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Ugh. Looks like I did a line of Coke.
What is that Girl Scout cookie with the...
Oh, Samoans?
Samoa. Yeah, I like those.
Is that coconut? I love Samoans.
Yeah, that's coconut.
I did not know that.
That, like, weird taste?
Yeah, I thought it was oatmeal.
No, coconut.
Oh, well, you see, you learn something new every day.
So try the coconut.
No,
I like it.
I don't like... coconut's also... Or is it pine... Which one is in the Almond Joys? And the pounds. Is that coconut?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't like those. People go out of their way...
Oh, no, this is good.
Really?
Yeah. You're going to want to try this.
Okay, well, we got them cut up in the corners. Where is it?
That was the only one, but...
Just rip me off a little piece, I guess.
You didn't hate it,
They didn't hate it.
but it's not something you would
No,
go for.
never.
You want regular glazed, you said?
Give me a little bite of the regular glaze to wash this down.
Regular glazed, this is a classic, though.
Yeah. See, the thing with regular glaze is I stopped getting Dunkin' Donuts regular glazed.
Krispy
but
Kreme?
Krispy Kreme. But that's what they do special. Those warm Krispy Kremes. Now, we live in the U.S. The Krispy Kreme has started delivering to Walmarts.
Why are you... He's picking it apart and rolling it around in his hand. There's no way that's in the... Come on.
I wasn't even thinking. That's just where that's where things go.
No, you don't squeeze it like that.
No, well, you put things in your hand, and then that's just natural.
No, John, you're not ready to fucking throw it across home plate.
This is just how I hold things.
He holds it like a fucking baseball. It's crazy.
If you build it, they will come.
That doesn't apply.
Oh, wow.
What is this?
Plain. Just literally plain.
A plane? What the fuck is wrong with them? Why would they give us a plain donut?
They gave us one plain.
The plain, this is actually the one you dip in your coffee.
Oh.
Give that a dip.
Let me see how that works. Well, it'll come right
That's
up.
probably really good, actually.
I do like to dip things in my coffee.
You didn't get anything.
I know this.
Go ahead, dig deeper. Now you're afraid to get dirty.
No, I don't want to burn myself. Oh, it's actually really good.
It's really good, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to give it a dip myself. I'm gonna bring that cup over here.
See how the cup's fucked up? All the bends?
Yeah,
They gave me a...
squeeze it like a fucking baseball bat.
No, that's their fault. I'm blaming them on that.
Oh yeah,
It's good, right?
I like that.
Yeah, you do like coffee. I just feel like you don't like coffee when you have to drink it because it gives you bad anxiety.
No, it
Or
doesn't give me
stomachache.
anxiety. It gives me diarrhea.
Either way.
And I don't drink a lot of caffeine.
Yeah. See, I
don't drink soda.
Yeah, you don't drink any caffeine. I'm like a fucking
Well, I drink iced tea. Snapple's got caffeine, right?
I'm like a 1987 Oldsmobile. You walk out in the driveway and you're like, it'll turn over, but I need a cup of coffee to fucking get going in the morning. Like, this is my second cup because if you want me to be happy, I need coffee.
Interesting.
It's like almost like an addiction. Well, I guess it is an addiction because I haven't gone a day without coffee since I was 14.
Yeah, I like the way it tastes. I'm a fan. It's just it doesn't make me feel great short term
Yeah, it's
or long term maybe.
I guess it's a habit now for me, so I don't have any. I don't get the jitters. I can fall asleep on coffee.
Yeah, it tastes good. I love coffee ice
The
cream.
scent.
Yeah, I love the scent. I like everything about it except when I'm done drinking it, maybe 15 minutes in. I can drink like a small cup and be okay. I'll probably still get a little diarrhea, but I get like almost like lightheaded and nauseous.
Yeah, that's too because you just got too much caffeine in your system in one
Yeah.
shot. See, like for me, that would have to be like if I drank like 2 Red Bulls back. But I don't drink energy drinks. I don't like energy drinks.
I don't really
So
drink
I only
energy
drink
drinks either.
the only
But
actual.
if I drink a Red Bull, I don't feel like that.
Really? Yeah, I don't drink energy drinks. The only thing I drink for caffeine is coffee. And I used to be a big soda guy, but I've switched off into...
You had a giant soda at the movies.
Yes, but I was just going to say I had Coke Zero Sugar, and I only drink that at the movies, and I'll drink Baja Blast, and I switched to Zero Sugar for that at Taco Bell, but that's it for soda.
You go to the movies twice a week.
Yeah, I don't get soda every time. I also don't get food every time I go to the movies. I used to get coffee at the movies, but fucking AMC never has coffee anymore. And it was also terrible.
You want any more of these donuts before we...
No, let's tune out, clean up, and then we'll come back and we'll see the kids.
You want to... I mean, I figured we could dig.
Oh yeah, we can just keep them around,
pick.
so we can just keep going.
We'll pick,
So-
because I'm picky.
I had an analogy last night when I
What do you
was
got?
thinking about the end of the current iteration of Let's Talk. It's like a divorce, but I got the kids. They're the kids.
Yeah.
Dad's going out for cigarettes, and he's not coming back home.
Not coming back. I won on my scratch and sniff.
Dad just went out one day. He said he was going to grab a pack of cigarettes at the corner store, and we haven't seen him in 12 years.
Cigarettes and lotto tickets, and he must have won because he never came back.
See, that's the thing. That's how people used to do it back in the 30s and 40s. It's like, I'm fucking real sick of my wife and kids. Well, I guess I'll move 3 towns over. They'll never find me.
You win fucking $200 on a scratch off, and that's it.
Holy shit. Well, $200 in 1930 probably went pretty damn far.
Yeah.
$200 now, it's just throwing a Dixie cup on my debt.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Dixie cup of gasoline.
I'm going to take this napkin off because I think I look a little silly, don't you?
Yep. I mean, you can't help that, but, you know.
I look fucking great. Well, do you want to dive into some news? There was some news.
Sure. I saw
I saw something this
something
morning.
about an axe murderer.
Yes, that was the one that I just saw last night, and this was because Jeff from Films and Home,
Yes,
he's the
I saw
god in the physical media space, he reported that...
The big dog.
So I married an axe murderer. I believe this came out in 1992 or 1993.
I never saw that.
Really?
No.
Stars Michael Myers. This is kind of like the start of him. I believe he was doing multiple characters in this, but he was still on Saturday Night Live. Really funny movie. You know, it's got that like kind of dark sense of humor to it, but perfect vehicle for Mike Myers. I think you would like it, especially if you like early 90s Mike Myers.
I do.
Yeah, I think you'll appreciate that. And
Like the Wayne's World.
yes, exactly. But he plays more, in this movie, he plays more of like straight-laced. He's not stupid. He's kind of like, you know.
So this is not so much a comedy? It's like,
No, it's a comedy. It's
was
just,
it like a rom-com?
yes, that's a
Okay.
perfect way to put it, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's definitely, it feels like the early 90s. You'll like it. You know, it's not like it's got a lot going on. I can definitely recommend it without spoiling it for you because you've never seen it. But I think you would definitely like it. So that was a big announcement.
I saw Upgrade is lowest price in 30 days on Amazon.
How much was that going for?
26.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look.
Is there a slipcover on Upgrade? Do we know?
it
On
doesn't,
Amazon, it doesn't look like it.
doesn't look like it because when they usually have that logo up top and it's curved in the corners, that's usually how you know it's not getting it. And then we got some announcements for Criterion, which I know
My
you...
favorite.
Actually, I gotta be honest, this was probably the worst as far as Criterion goes in a while for me. So, they have 3 August announcements, Criterion. I'm guessing because July was just... They put so much out in July that they said, we'll take a little break. There's only 3 coming out in August. One is a box set. It's called Bo Windenberg's New Swedish Cinema. Never heard of him. Dry Longaso. This is from Colleen Smith.
Okay.
And Dim Sum, A Little Bit of Heart by Wayne Wong. And that's your 3 August announcements for Criterion.
Well, speaking of Wayne, I watched Vegas Vacation the other day.
Did you love it? Did you love it?
It was great.
It's the second best one, right?
Yeah.
Behind Only Christmas?
Yeah.
I love Vegas Vacation. That one is very underrated. People,
Yeah.
I love the juxtaposition of the fact that Chevy Chase can't fucking win, but his son can't lose.
Yeah.
And did you get a little bit nostalgic when they have all the cars lined up at the very end, and it's the fucking H1 and the first ever? They had the Mustang lined up. I think it was a Fox body.
So now that we're talking about the end, I think I have 20 minutes left because I fell asleep.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So you haven't seen the end
I
of
didn't
it?
see the end, no.
Okay, well. What was his name? He had a stupid name of fucking...
The kid?
The kid, yeah.
So it actually is really funny. It was Nick Papagiorgio.
That's it, Nick Papa.
So my buddy Justin, that was his Facebook name for a long time. I was like, how did you even come up with that?
Oh, he stole it from me.
And then I watched. I was like, oh fuck, that's probably what it was. There's
Yeah.
no way that it's not.
Yeah, because they were just... That was a clever way to get a fake ID. Taking a picture out on the strip like that, and the picture of a gigantic, then just shrinking it down. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's genius. I love that movie. Wayne Newton. Also, one thing that was always funny is in the beginning he's driving Expedition. I thought that's the first year for it. So, a little cross promotion.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, because it was 1997. And that was the first year of those Ford bodies. But also, remember the F-150 switched to that like round front end too?
An Expedition or an Explorer?
Well, that was an Expedition in this movie.
I didn't catch it.
Oh yeah, he was driving because he was hitting everything as he was like, coming home because he's Chevy Chase in fucking vacation movies. So, I mean, I love Vegas. So.
Oh, when he's saying Vegas, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wayne Newton.
Good movie.
Oh, it's fucking fantastic.
Do you think that'll get a 4K?
Now that we're getting just vacation, we have Christmas vacation. All we'd be missing is European in Vegas, so it's pretty stupid that we don't have them.
Yeah.
Given most people would say Vegas is their least favorite, but I wouldn't say that. I love
Yeah, I would
Vegas.
say European is probably...
Yeah, that you miss Randy Quaid.
Yeah.
You really do. It's not the same without Uncle Eddie.
Yeah. He's a big part of it.
Yeah, so... Was there any other news this week besides those things? I don't think we had two. There was a very light week on news, I thought. It's just that if you don't have any of the studios doing their big announcements, you just kind of got a little bit of, here's some
Creep Show, that was already announced, though, right?
Yeah, they just announced in the extras. But here's one. We saw at Groove.com last night.
Oh, a box set coming for all the Fast and Furiouses.
All 10 of them.
A 10 box set. So, 10, does that not include Hobbs and Shaw?
Yeah, it doesn't include Hobbs and Shaw. Hobbs and Shaw is technically a spin-off of the series. I guess it doesn't count in the Fast timeline.
So, yeah, a 10 box set of the Fast and Furious. Now... We debunked the rumor that I guess we made or that's going around on the internet of the original box set, the 8-movie box set.
Had no problems.
People were saying that certain discs skip and all that stuff. I mean, did you rewatch them recently?
I watched them all again. So I watched these last year. This gift that when Matt's talking about the box set from Universal was a gift from my brother. So I watched them all last year. And I had problems on about 3 of the discs where it would get halfway through the disc, it would freeze and I'd have to skip the scene.
Right.
Now, other people were having this problem too. So I was like, okay, it's a common issue. Turns out, I guess it's still an issue with those discs, but it's your 4K player with those discs. So I watched them last year on an Xbox Series X. I watched them this year on a Sony X800. And no issues. So it turns out, I guess if you're using...
It's really just the Xbox.
Yeah, if you're using like an Xbox or a PS5 or a low-grade...
Well, we can't speak on the PlayStation.
We can only speak for sure that if you're
using...
using...
Xbox, and that seems to be the popular...
one.
At least when I'm looking on Reddit and stuff like that, a lot of people use Xbox to watch Blu-rays and 4Ks, which is not bad. We did it for a while, but you need to get a dedicated player for the absolute best experience, and this is... a prime example. The Xbox physically has an issue with these discs.
It does. And I have a problem with my Xbox a lot.
And that's why I held off for so long. I love the Fast and Furious movies, and I never upgraded to the 4Ks because I heard all these bad things about these discs. But I brought John's discs over here one day. I played them. I had no problems. I got a good deal. I think I paid like $45 for the box set of all 8.
And they're releasing the 10 now for $110, which was just going to include those previous scans. I can guarantee you that. And you'll just have 9 and 10 in there.
I just watched all 8 of them out of that box set. Flawless, no problems. And great 4Ks.
Yeah, and 9 I thought actually had the best 4K out of all of them, which isn't in that box set.
Not even in the box set. Yeah,
not in the box set.
But F9's like
Dolby
$12.
Atmos.
I think it's like $12 right now for F9.
And Hobbs and Shaw is like 10. So if you want to complete your collection, which I actually still don't own Hobbs and Shaw. I should probably grab that for $10. Yeah,
you definitely should. Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw it in the movies and I didn't feel like running back to it yet. Even though I do think that's one of the best, if you include it in the Fast franchise.
I mean, now's the best time, especially while you're in a fast mood.
Yeah, and we saw Fast X on Friday, and we both gave it positive reviews.
I enjoyed it.
I'm a big fan of The Ringer. I don't know if you know what The Ringer is.
With Johnny Knoxville.
That's a movie, but the Ringer The Ringer Podcast Network. You know, you get Bill Simmons, Sean Fantasy. I also have a podcast called The Big Picture. It's my favorite movie podcast, one of my favorites. And the guy talked about seeing, Sean Fantasy's from Long Island as well, he talked about seeing Fast X and basically just had like a breakdown about how bad it was.
He must have saw a different movie. I don't know.
I mean, like, and he was talking, he was acknowledging like all the flaws and like, you know, why people would like them. But he was defending the Transformers movies, which I think are just absolutely the worst.
Well,
And you like them both.
I
so.
like the Transformers movies as well.
Which is crazy. Other than Bumblebee, the main franchise of Michael Bay is just atrocious.
No, you can't tell me that first movie isn't good.
The first movie is the best, but like I haven't felt an itch to go back. Like there's a new fucking Transformers movie coming out in a couple weeks. You'd think most people would be excited to rewatching them. I have no desire. If
You don't even own them, right?
No, I don't want to, and I'm sure that they're fucking amazing 4Ks.
Fantastic.
Yeah, probably some of the best. I've heard
Can't wait
that.
to rewatch those.
Yeah,
actually.
I'm sure that those...
I haven't watched them on the Sonos yet, so.
Are they Universal? Who does Transformers? I don't know.
Might be.
Yeah, well, either way, the Universal usually does
Maybe
great.
Paramount.
Maybe Paramount. I don't know. It's something. No, it's not Paramount because Paramount's big franchises.
I mean, I can go look at the box set. If you
I could
really
just
want.
literally just do this
Or you
too.
could do that too, yeah. But I'm looking at the box set. It's right there.
I'm on Blu-ray.com as we speak.
It's not built like the Universal box sets usually, so maybe it's not Universal.
Transformers. It's Paramount.
Paramount.
That was the one I wouldn't have said. So Paramount is very hit or miss when it comes to their stuff. I'm actually today the Indiana Jones 4Ks, 10 out of 10 4Ks.
Really?
Perfect.
I got that.
You got
those.
yeah, I know you do. And you never opened up your Blu-ray collection. 10 out of 10
Pristine
4Ks.
condition.
Yeah, and it will be forever.
Yes.
But actually, it's under the box, not in pristine condition because it has a rip in it.
Yeah, but that's rare because it's a factory tear.
And they seal it like that.
Yeah, weird.
Well, I work for a beer company, and you would think everything should come in perfect. And a 12-pack Bud Light Lime, there was 4 in there, sealed up perfectly fine. So
4 bottles?
out of 12. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm shaking. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm looking. I'm like, did somebody open this? No, it's still factory sealed. I don't know. The machine must have guided it and
missed
fucked
a
up.
couple,
Yeah.
Interesting.
So things like that do happen because it's not done by a human. It's a machine.
Yeah,
It's-
I agree.
So I don't know. I was surprised that. So Paramount, they're all just all over the place.
What did you watch last night?
So last night I watched 3 movies. So I'm doing a review for our buddy Carlos.
I got home late. I got home at
Yeah,
like
you had a
7
bad
o'clock.
day. So I watched 3 O'Clock High. I'm doing a review for that this week. I also watched later in the day. I watched Almost Famous because my mom wants me to review that. So
Okay.
she gave birth to me, so if she wants me to review it, I'll review it. And I have the 4K, beautiful 4K.
Okay.
And then in between that, I watched the movie My Life with Michael Keaton, which you guys have all heard me talk about here on the
You
channel.
watched that yesterday?
Yeah.
Did you cry?
No, that's why I wanted to watch it to see if I would cry.
And you didn't?
I didn't.
Didn't you say you always do?
Yeah, so I was
First time?
Yeah, so I was getting a little concerned about my emotions. So that was.
So it was the first time you didn't cry?
No, and I didn't feel anything. Now it could be that I've seen this
It so many
times that now I'm numb to it because I already know every scene that's coming. But that's supposed to be my go-to feelings movie, and it didn't work. So,
Interesting.
So now I'm gonna have to find something else.
My feelings movies probably like Furious 7.
Yeah, no, I need to see someone really go through the ringer of pain and dystopian and just all the worst shit that could
What do
happen.
you mean, Paul Walker? He fucking
Yeah, but
on his own path?
yeah, but he dies in real life. You
Yeah,
have to
how is that? That's more sad.
No, Michael Keaton, literally, we watch him dishevel into cancer and die. You know? Although, I gotta admit now, rewatching it, that cancer effects, not the best for 1993, you know?
Did they put a blanket over his legs?
Might as
for
well
polio?
Might as well have. They did the best they could. Queen Latifah plays the hospice person, so it's
I watched Kindergarten Cop.
oh, yes, he did.
First time.
I can't believe you waited that long. And you're an Ivan Reitman guy, so...
Yeah, that one just slipped through the cracks for some reason. I had a great time with it. Looking forward to that 4K.
Yeah, if it ever comes, I said, still...
That was just announced and then
nothing.
it's like...
So you watched that streaming, right? Because you were
I
watching
did. It was on Netflix, maybe?
I love that fucking movie, man.
Yeah, I think I watched it on
The
Netflix.
one-liners that he just bangs out. It is not a tumor!
Who's your daddy? What does he do?
Who is your dad here? And then all the kids giving what their dads do is fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
And the guy who plays Crispin in that, the fucking bad guy with the long hair, he's also in 3 O'Clock High. So I thought that was weird that you were watching that yesterday. So...
Now...
Also, I love Arnold with a beard. When he's got that 5 o'clock shadow in the beginning. He fucking...
Now, what is 3 O'Clock High?
So that's actually, you would like this movie. It's a 1980s movie. Came out in 1987. It's about a kid, this guy Jerry Mitchell, I believe. He's just a regular day. It's one day at school. New kid shows up. Big, tough guy, played by the guy from Kindergarten Cop, the bad cop. I mean, not the bad cop, the criminal. And basically, he wants to interview him for a school essay.
Okay.
But this guy does not take kindly to that. So he says, all right, he was bothering me. At 3 o'clock, we're fighting. So he spends the whole day basically trying to get out of this fight, and shenanigans ensue. So
it's like a teen movie?
yeah, but it's so 80s, like the music, so many cool transitions, like you hear like the ticking of the clock as we get closer to 3 o'clock. So he's just doing everything. He's stealing money from the school store.
What's it rated?
I don't know. I think R.
Oh, really?
It's either PG-13 or R. But
so would you put it in like an American Pie camp? Or
no, there's nothing. It's
like
not
a Breakfast Club.
No, more like a Breakfast Club because it's not raunchy. So,
okay.
But like there is cursing. There's actually a little bit of blood too, which I thought was a little bit of a surprise. But yeah, no, it feels like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, but not as good as any of those movies.
Right.
It's more of just like a fun '80s movie that you can watch once and then kind of forget it.
Did you stream it?
No, I bought the Shout Factory Blu-ray.
Oh, okay.
Carlos wanted it was $10.
Because I'm going to work in the garage after this, and I need something to watch on the Apple TV.
Oh, if you want, I can just send you a smorgasbord of pictures of my body. That always helps you get through the day, right?
No.
So, I guess that's really it for news, and we got a lot of questions, and this will be our last questions that we answer as a unit.
Well, you're still going to do questions, right?
Oh, I said as a unit.
Yeah, I mean, if they want to reach out and ask questions, I could text you and you can read them, or if I have time, maybe I'll do a
video and I can just pump you in there.
Yeah,
I could just edit you in.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as I just gotta warn them so they don't vomit when your face pops up on the screen because that could be a problem. So so for next week, ask questions to me, and you can also ask my wife Faith, who will be on next week's episode. We already have one question for her from Rico Gomez. So this week, though,
what is the question
from Rico? He said, "What is the best date movies to watch for a male and female?"
That's with the wife.
That's with Faith. Yeah. So I guess we have date movies. So
I'm going to send in a question.
Please do. I'm actually looking forward to that.
How does she put up with your filth?
Don't get her started on the show with that, because then it's just going to be, again, as if I didn't get... I want to have it now that you're gone where I don't get ripped apart on air. So that first question, from William Thomas, which really bad 4K transfer you wish someone would have a second look at? I think we both have the same answer here, right?
Terminator 2.
Yeah. That needs a new scan in the worst way. Mm-hmm. But if I was going to... There's a couple other movies. Goodfellas, that has a pretty bad 4K scan. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles was a disaster, and I absolutely love that movie, so it shouldn't have looked that bad.
Yep.
Paramount. Heat. Yeah, Heat's a big one. Have you tried the Heat 4K on the OLED, though?
No, I don't have it.
Oh, I got to bring that over for you to try to see what you think of it.
Yeah.
Because it's not the worst scan. It's just so dark, and it just doesn't fit the visuals of what the movie was, so I don't understand
I wonder if you watch it in a pitch black room on the OLED. And now is it Dolby Vision or HDR?
I think it was Dolby Vision.
Okay.
So it probably had them both.
Because HDR, you could adjust...
Yeah, Dolby Vision's locked.
Dolby Vision, you can't.
Yes, you can do that. It even warns you on the HD on the player. So, yeah, I've tried it on both C2 and a C1 on two different players, and I don't know. I didn't like it. I saw Jeff said that it's better when you watch it on an OLED. I watched it on an OLED, and then I put the Blu-ray in, and it was still better. So, go figure. It's a shame because I still own it. And
what is this? That's like Apple.
Yeah, it's
pie?
like Apple Crumb or something like that. So I don't know.
I have to clean this entire basement now.
Why?
What do you mean, why? It looks like it snowed indoors.
I do. I got a little bit of powder on me.
A little. All of it.
As far as older 4Ks go, like 2016 and 2017, do you think that they should go back and fix those, or do you think those are good as they are?
Give me an example.
Well, so last year they went back, you reviewed this actually. Dracula, and they just threw Dolby Vision over it, and you actually didn't think it needed it.
Yeah, I actually preferred the HDR.
So do you think that should just be a thing where you just leave alone like the older 4Ks?
It depends. It really depends. If,
I guess you got to really be something to make it...
Yeah, like what's an older 4K that you would...
Well, they did this actually also with Groundhog Day. That was an early 4K that they ended up updating.
When they had Dolby Vision too. I mean, I don't mind when they add Dolby Vision to something like that, because most of the time...
It does
make it better.
Yeah, Groundhog Day was definitely a big jump when they added the Dolby Vision.
where Dracula was the exception to that.
There are some movies where HDR does look better. I just watched a movie recently, actually, in 4K, where I thought the HDR was a little bit better than the Dolby Vision. I can't remember. I noted it. I was surprised. Maybe it was Man of Steel? I don't remember. But it was a movie where the HDR was doing better work than the fucking actual HDR. Or than the Dolby Vision.
Yeah.
Which is weird, because you usually don't get that.
Yeah, no, it's rare, but it's not impossible.
Oh. So we had another question on the video. So this is starting off with Taco Bell. This is from JRP. Taco Bell is not my favorite, but chicken quesadillas are awesome. LOL. Question: if you can go back in time and watch just one movie in theaters that you weren't able to see before, which one would it be?
Terminator.
Yeah, definitely Terminator. But we gotta take.
Without even thinking, the Terminator.
Yeah, we gotta take Terminator off the table because.
Jurassic Park.
Didn't you see Jurassic Park in theaters? Just not when it first came out.
I might have actually.
Yeah, I feel like you did. I feel like you went back like that. I was gonna say Batman '89, but I saw
Batman '89 would be cool.
I saw that in theaters though for its re-release back in, I guess it was 2019.
I would like to see Batman Forever again in theaters.
Ooh, that would be a good one. I saw Batman and Robin.
I would love
in
to see
theaters.
Jaws in theaters.
Ooh, that's a good one, especially since that's the start of blockbusters. That's the one where people were lining up to go see Star Wars.
Yeah, I would like to see the original trilogy of Star Wars.
Can you imagine leaving the theater?
I would even see Episode 1 again in theaters.
Didn't you see that in theaters?
I did. I would go again, yeah.
There we go. I can't believe you like that. Oh, my
Alien would be a cool one.
Alien would be cool as hell. I would like to see E.T. in theaters. I did see E.T. in theaters, actually, on a re-release. I've seen a lot of movies that I like in re-releases. Surprisingly,
Back to the Future would be cool in theaters.
Back to the Future would be awesome. I've been getting the itch to watch those, too. Especially since I just watched that movie with that new Michael J. Fox documentary. It made me want to go back.
The original Matrix.
Oh, my God.
That'd be a cool theater.
I saw that in theaters also.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How? 99, maybe you do this.
No, I saw the re-release. When the 4K came out, they scanned that new scan in Dolby Theaters, and I went and saw it.
It was in Dolby?
Dolby. I saw The Matrix in Dolby Theaters.
Why didn't you tell me?
I probably did. I don't remember. I go to the movies every week, so... You know, the problem is...
a big event like that...
I used to see all these movies, like all these old movies in theaters, but the problem is only The Matrix really got put in Dolby. The rest, like Batman, I saw Batman in the theater with 20 seats. My 4K was better. You know, that's the thing now. It's like, you kind of...
Right.
And there was nobody there, so it just felt like I was...
You were the only one?
No, it was me and like 3 other people. It was weird. And I was excited, and then I was like, they should have done more. It's Batman.
Yeah.
You know?
And, I mean, honestly, I would love to relive, like, the Spider-Man No Way Home theater experience.
We had a good time with that.
You know, just great theater experience movies where...
You know what I had a great theater experience movie? Infinity War.
Yeah, that's another good one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Endgame I saw in theaters. That was a good one.
Endgame was good. I don't know, but Infinity War, I just can remember that gasp when everyone disappeared. Like, like nobody knew. We didn't know what was going to happen.
The theater fucking popped when Cap grabbed Thor's hammer.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Come
that
on.
was fucking great.
You kidding me?
Or No Way Home when you first see Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
They actually paused in the movie.
Yeah, I know. I watched the.
Oh, you watched it recently?
I just watched it recently,
Yeah.
and there is a pause. Like when him and Toby step on the screen, there's like a quick little pause for everyone to react. It's like,
yeah, that's
it's not the same if it's not in the theater.
No. I mean, at the theater, that's what makes it special. Yeah,
Even some horror movies I would like to see. Like I would like to see some Friday the 13th, some Halloweens, even the Scream franchise.
the original Nightmare on Elm Street, I would love to go
Nightmare
back
on
and
Elm
see in
Street,
theaters.
yeah.
Imagine seeing
a lot.
that. Yeah. Maybe even, I would like to go back, since nobody else still talks about this movie, and see Shocker in theaters.
Shocker would be cool.
We would have been the
yeah.
only 3 people there.
I would like to see RoboCop in theaters, the Ninja Turtle live action movies.
Oh, yeah. We did miss those. Imagine being a kid and going to see that in theaters back in 1990. I mean, you were alive, but you were very young.
Yeah, I was young.
You didn't even make a year by like November, so yeah, it would have been too weird.
Yep.
Yeah, still ugly though. So, I think that answers that question from Mr. JRP. Thank you, sir. Very much appreciated. And this is from Tim's Adventure, and this is our 80s guy. He wrote, favorite 80s teen comedies, and where does The Shining rank at the top of your horror rankings? So, did you not like The Shining?
I wouldn't put The Shining too high on my list. As far as 80s teen comedies.
First one that just came to my head, I just watched 3 o'clock, but I was thinking Teen Wolf for some reason. That's a fun one. I like Teen Wolf.
I'm not a giant fan of
Coach
Teen Wolf.
Finstock.
I'm more of like an 80s horror guy.
Teen comedies. I mean, Back to the Future is 110% an 80s teen comedy.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, he's in high school, right? He's skateboarding at the beginning. I mean, he's still a kid.
I guess that's my answer by default then, because I love Back to the Future, but I wouldn't consider that a teen comedy. I'm thinking like a teen comedy would be like an American Pie.
Well, 3 O'Clock High, I guess, would fit in that. But that wouldn't.
Like Superbad.
What about The Breakfast Club? Or 13?
That's like a drama.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. I guess it's not a comedy. I guess there isn't anything funny going on in those movies. That's a good point.
What is an actual 80s?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That's a comedy, 110%. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not actually too familiar. I've seen it, but I don't own that.
It's not my favorite, actually, especially from John Hughes. Like, when it comes to 80s teen movies, is Chopping Mall a teen? Oh, that's a horror.
It's a horror movie.
Teenagers, though? Or no?
It's a horror movie.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That's not a teen comedy.
That would be labeled in the horror section.
I'm trying to think. I guess in the 80s, I don't really go back for the teen comedies, mainly because I didn't grow up as a teenager in the 80s. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I mean, is Wayne's World? No, it's 90s.
That's 90s. What else is in the 80s that was a teen comedy? That's why Teen Wolf came right to my head, given the name.
This is a tough one, actually.
It is. While you think, I'm going to say.
He didn't give us an example, right?
No. While you think The Shining actually is probably in my top 10 horror movies of all time. So it definitely is very high on my 80s horror list. Love that movie. But I'm a big Jack guy, and then you get Stanley Kubrick directing. It's almost a perfect film, you know?
Oh, you know what might be a good one? I don't remember the year, but what time was Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
Oh, that's 80s.
Is it 80s?
That's 81, I believe, or 82.
Is it that old?
Yeah, it's early 80s.
Oh, because I love that movie.
Oh, that movie is fantastic.
I love
But that's
Fast
an early 80s movie, 110%.
Sean Penn.
Oh, yeah. Judge Reinhold.
Yeah.
Yeah, and gets caught in the bathroom jacking it, you know?
Yeah, no, I love...
No, that movie.
I love
young
Fast
Nick
Times.
Cage. I think it's his first movie.
Nick Cage is in Fast Times?
He works at the burger joint. If you ever look in the background, he's over there flipping burgers.
That.
You know, he's got the Francis Ford Coppola connection. So, he's one of them.
Yeah, so that's definitely my answer. Fast Times.
Fast Times. I still
Are
think.
you sure that's not a 90s movie?
Fast Times at Richmond High. What did I say, Matt?
81?
I said if it's any older than 1982, August 13th, 1982.
82.
I was dead on. I'm a dead ringer when it comes to release dates.
All right.
So yeah, no, it's old. Look how young Sean Penn is.
Yeah, I guess, but they package that usually with Dazed and Confused, and that's a 90s movie.
And that's 93. It's almost, it's 11 years later. But
Yeah.
you know what it is? When you set those movies at certain times, they just age great.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah, so Fast Times, easy answer right there.
I'm going Back to the Future.
I mean,
100.
I guess I like Back to the Future a little bit more than Fast Times, but I still don't consider Back to the Future a teen comedy.
I guess it's not.
It's like it's a sci-fi
It's a
movie.
sci-fi. It's got a bunch of different genres. Yeah, Fast
some
Times is
comedy.
definitely straightforward comedy.
Yeah.
With a little bit of drama. So hopefully we answered that one, Tim's Adventure, because that was an awesome question. And I love The Shining. And then this one's from John Doe Juggalo. I don't ever... Oh, this might actually be a little tough for you and me. I don't ever recall hearing you guys mention any of these series, but do either of you have nostalgia for Power Rangers?
Hell yeah.
Erie, Indiana, or Beetleborgs?
Beetleborgs.
That was a lot of my 90s
Wow.
after school shows in the 90s.
Yeah.
So I actually only have nostalgia for one of those.
I forgot about Beetleborgs.
So I looked up Beetleborgs. I remembered the name, but I definitely didn't watch it. I looked it up. It played on Fox Kids back in the late 90s.
I watched a lot of Fox. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Remember VR Troopers?
Yes.
Was that on the same channel?
Yeah, see, so I knew these shows, but
There were Power Ranger spin-offs.
yeah, I was a big Power Rangers guy.
I loved Power Rangers.
That was
the
when-
original crew.
Up to the
None of
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie.
Yes.
And then I thought there was some stuff after that, though.
Yeah, but the original crew.
The originals,
You
yes.
know, before we got all the crazy fucking variations and all that shit, and then they recasted people, and
They did a lot of recasting. It wasn't even the same people. And then they did the reboot movie, which I still haven't seen.
you know.
Which Bryan Cranston comes back, because Bryan Cranston was in the original one a little bit.
Fucking
Breaking Bad.
Heisenberg?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, he was floating around a
Who
lot.
was he?
Voices of Snizzard, Twin Man during the first season of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. He was also a writer and director. So yeah, he floated around a lot before he got Malcolm in the Middle. Bryan Cranston. He was in commercials. He was on Seinfeld. He was just taking bit jobs, and then he got lucky. And then I remember when he got onto fucking Breaking Bad. I was like, the dad from Malcolm in the Middle is going to be playing this teacher turned drug dealer? I don't believe it.
Killed it.
Oh my God, could I have been any more fucking wrong? It's the greatest performance probably in TV history. That arc, I love that show.
Oh, good. Yeah.
I want to go back, but that's a big commitment. Yeah. So the rest of the, so you did know Battleborgs, huh? See, I didn't know Battleborgs. Beetleborgs. See, I didn't know, I was a strictly Nicktoons guy. Sometimes I would dabble a little bit in Cartoon Network and Disney Channel, Fox Kids. Or
I was all over the place.
You know, like which one? Like I think WB Kids had Batman Beyond or Batman the Animated Series or New Adventures.
Even Disney had some stuff too. Like I used to watch the Mighty Ducks cartoon.
I forgot about that.
When they were actually ducks.
Yeah.
And they were crime fighters and then played hockey still.
Of course, you watched that. Yeah, I
Loved
remember
that show. What was another good Disney one? Gargoyles.
Beetlejuice was
Beetlejuice was Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network.
I actually have the whole box set somewhere.
Beetlejuice also would do cross.
I love Beetlejuice.
I don't know if it was Beetlejuice. Maybe it was the Scooby-Doo, but they would do
Cartoon Network would do a lot of
crossovers. Yeah, I remember I saw Flintstones and the Jetsons. I saw Beetlejuice with Batman. Beetlejuice definitely did something with
No, Batman and Scooby-Doo.
Batman and Scooby-Doo might be what I'm thinking.
I think it was the Adam West Batman too.
It was in the old Batmobile, yes.
Yeah, with Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. Yeah, they were doing crossovers all the time, and I used to get really excited for these.
What was another crossover? What was... Remember Space Ghost, Coast to Coast?
Yes!
That was Adult Swim.
Well, that was...
Dexter's Lab, that was a good one.
Dexter's Lab, Powerpuff Girls.
Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Ed, and Eddie, Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo.
That was a big one.
Johnny Bravo and Johnny Quest. Remember Johnny Quest?
Johnny Quest. I do remember Johnny Quest.
With the Indian guy?
Yes.
Haji, I think his name was.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
They wouldn't get away with that today.
Really?
Probably not.
Why?
Because I bet you it wasn't an Indian guy who played him. It's like the guy on The Simpsons who plays Abu, or what's his name? I haven't watched The Simpsons in so long, but it's the same voice actor.
Quickie Mart
Yeah, like that was played by the same guy who pretty much did all the voices. So they swapped him out. Why am I trying to blank on Henry Azalea? I want to say he was also in the movie The Birdcage. I don't know if you, which I don't know if you've ever seen The Birdcage.
Do you remember? I think it was called SWAT Cats.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh my God, I don't think it was SWAT Cats though.
Yes, it was.
Well, it was SWAT Cats. Are you sure?
So they were cats. right? Ready? They're cats.
Are they a SWAT team?
But they're mechanics by day.
Okay.
And then when there was crime, they would get in their ships, like their flying planes, and they would fight crime.
Makes perfect sense.
SWAT
All
cats.
the sense in the world.
That and then Biker Mice from Mars.
Biker Mice from Mars.
You remember that?
Yeah, no, there was just so many shows.
Street Sharks.
Street Sharks is a big one.
Street Sharks was
that
awesome.
was a big one.
I loved Street Sharks.
But these are all shows that I would dabble in, but never like nothing like Nicktoons.
Nick was great. So do you remember like old Nickelodeon, like Pete and Pete?
So,
Hey Dude.
Salute Your Shorts.
Salute Your Shorts.
Double Dare. Guts.
Global Guts. Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yeah.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Are You Afraid of the Dark was one of my favorites. I have a distinct memory of Are You Afraid of the Dark, watching it so young that when they would put TVY7 in the corner, I'd be like, oh, I can't wait till I'm 7. So,
Yeah, I can't wait.
Even though as I watched the whole episode, I'm like yeah, and then I'm looking at it today like, yeah, I really wish I was still 7.
Yeah. What was another? Goosebumps? That was Fox.
What channel was that?
Fox.
Was it Fox? I was trying to figure that out because they had one of the coolest shows.
You will beware. You're in for a scare.
What channel was Recess on?
That was Cartoon Network.
No.
Oh no,
ABC.
Disney.
No.
Because it's ABC Family.
No, I don't think it was. It was like.
Maybe it was Fox, or was it WB Kids? Okay, I have to say.
It was like one. Or...
So if it's 1, it was definitely 11, which in New York was WB Kids at the time. So it definitely was on...
But it was on...
Oh, ABC.
It was ABC, right?
Seasons 1 through 3 and 5, and then it was on UPN seasons 4 and 6.
UPN.
Yep. Remember UPN? The only thing I remember about UPN is that SmackDown was on Thursday nights.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that was a network that came and went.
SmackDown, yeah. Nick at Night was not my favorite.
I watched a lot of Nick at Night when I was a kid.
Yeah, Nick at Night. So for me, Nick at Night was like, I think I disliked it because I remember watching it Sunday nights, and I would associate when it went to Nick at Night, it's almost bedtime, and that means I got school tomorrow.
Yeah.
So like, I hated My Cousin Skeeter because that was like the show at bedtime. So My Cousin Skeeter would come on. And
Wasn't My Cousin Skeeter on Saturdays on Snick? Oh, I thought.
You know how he does. You know Skeeter flows. All I wanna do is hug you.
Saturday night Nickelodeon was Snick. Remember that when they had the
I
big
remember
orange?
Snick, but no, it was Sunday nights.
Was
I
it
remember
Sunday nights?
hating that show because I had to go to bed.
I liked that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked Cousin Skeeter. I just saw that guy in something.
Who?
Oh,
who
he's
else
in
was
House
it?
of Wax.
Who was Nick Cannon? Was in My
No,
Cousin Skeeter? Yeah.
no. The kid, that guy you're thinking of is not Nick Cannon. That guy was in the movie House of Wax.
No,
though.
what show was Nick Cannon on? He was in My Cousin Skeeter.
No, it was on All That.
No, Nick Cannon.
Yes, he was
Nick
on All
Cannon
That.
was in My Cousin Skeeter.
He definitely.
He debuted. His debut to TV and everything was My Cousin Skeeter. 100%.
If you were right, which I don't think you are, let's see. Films, you gotta find television. Yeah, no, he wasn't, like I told you. Nowhere do I see Cousin Skeeter on here. He was on Chappelle's Show.
Nick Cannon.
Yeah, Nick Cannon made his debut.
So look at My Cousin Skeeter then. Go to My Cousin Skeeter and find, because someone debuted on that show, or because Skeeter was the cousin. Who was the
main guy, that guy was in the movie House of Wax. That's where I know him from. Originally from, see, this is the guy you're thinking of.
Yeah.
That guy is in House of Wax.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
I'm always right.
Okay.
Don't fuck with me, alright?
But wasn't Nick Cannon on Nickelodeon?
Yeah, he was on All That, then he was on Keen the Kel, it says, and then I remember he came back with a reboot of All That, too. Nick Cannon is, like, I think 12 kids.
Wow.
Yeah, and they were questioning him about how he affords them all recently, and he's like, well, I make $100 million a year, and I was like, the fuck?
That's crazy.
That's it. He just,
You give them all $1 million in a year.
and he's still got enough lying around for himself to fucking mess around with.
Christ.
All I'm saying to Nick Cannon is, I love you, buddy, but maybe a vasectomy or pull out? Like, I don't know. Like,
For what?
I guess, right?
For what?
I mean, they probably want a dad who comes around. How do you take care of that many kids?
Nick Cannon's hilarious.
Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon's hilarious. Nick Cannon just ran with school clothes money.
Hell show. Nick Cannon.
Tell your mom I'm cussing in the house. Shit.
So Frank Rodriguez wrote us, this is more of a statement, not a question. So he wrote, non-related suggestion. I got thinking how you guys did the half-ass movie reviews in the Fast and Furious franchise, that you guys do the same for the Mission Impossible. The new trailer makes me want to rewatch all the movies. I got the series on 4K, but haven't watched all of them yet.
Well, that was the original plan.
That was the
then
plan.
Then we ditched half-ass, and then I'm going to depart.
So I am going to review those. I'll review the 4Ks on their own separately here on the channel, because I'm going to still rewatch them, because we are, even though Matt won't be around, we're still going to see Mission Impossible in theaters.
Yeah,
correct?
I'm going to rewatch those
You're
as
still
well.
gonna rewatch
I can
them,
give
right?
you my input if you'd like. But, I mean, just a suggestion for the half-ass thing. You could still kind of do it, but just make it a long-form 4K review. You know what I'm
Could
saying?
do that, yeah. Still put it out as a podcast.
Make it like a 25, 30-minute review. Like, dive deep on it. 15 minutes on the movie, 15 minutes, or 20 minutes on the movie, 10 minutes on the 4K. You know, a long-form one where you don't do the entire plot like we do.
Yeah, don't go
just
scene by
A few
scene.
talking points.
Yeah, got some ideas of what I want to do. And then next up, so thank you, Frank. So that's the plan here for the channel going forward. So, you know, you'll still see some Mission Impossible, and you're going to love those 4Ks, because I have watched them all. So you'll be definitely happy, except for Mission Impossible 2, unless you're a fan of John Woo's Mission Impossible 2, which I am not. I hate that movie. Kevin L. asks, what are your top 10 favorite Stephen King movies? So these are movies based on...
Are even 10?
There's probably 30.
Ooh.
At this point. So I'm going to pull up a list here for you.
Yeah, I was going to say I would need a list in front of me, but It is probably on there somewhere.
Well, these are adaptations, so, you'd be surprised at how many movies he has adapted. Well, have been adapted. So I'll start right off, right in the 70s we had Carrie. That's a Stephen King adaptation.
Not a fan.
You had Creep Show. That's kind of based on his stuff.
So part 2, I'm excited to check out part 1.
60. Children of the Corn.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one. But my number 1 is going to be The Shining. And we were talking about that, which is funny because Stephen King hates The Shining. So he doesn't think that they honored his book that way. Well, Stand By Me is going to be really high up on my list.
That's Stephen King?
Yeah. Well, he wrote novellas too, which are short stories. And then here's one that I know you didn't know. The Shawshank Redemption. He wrote that.
Okay, see, I thought Stephen King is horror.
He just writes, man. He did Maximum Overdrive, which he actually also directed that, which he doesn't remember because he was really high on cocaine. So
I do not remember directing a whole movie.
It's crazy. Well, Michael J. Fox, when they were interviewing him about his life, he was saying he sees videos of him dating people. He's like, I don't remember dating her. Like he did so much drinking and drugs, and like it's crazy what that could do to your mind. Like you could just lose time.
Couldn't imagine it.
What do you mean you can? You forget shit.
Yeah, but
Misery, The Dead Zone, like these are all perfect Stephen King adaptations. Have you ever seen Misery?
No.
Oof, I would really love to do what happens to James Caan's legs to your legs. It.
Seen It?
Yeah, it's perfect. Oh, here's one that you'll probably remember. 1408.
Oh, okay. What's his name?
John Cusack,
yes.
Samuel L. Jackson. The Green Mile, you ever seen that?
No.
Sad. Dr. Sleep, he did do that.
Okay, I saw that.
Well, it's a sequel to Shining, so that makes sense. The Mist. Christine.
Christine's probably my favorite Stephen King.
That's pretty high up on my list too. I love Christine.
Yeah.
But do you like Christine, or do you like the fact that John Carpenter did Christine? Although you're not a big John Carpenter guy, so maybe you do just like the story.
I like the movie. Yeah.
You're a car guy though, so it makes sense. The Running Man. Apparently that's based on a Stephen King thing.
Really?
Yeah. Wouldn't have called that one myself.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Ooh, Cujo.
Haven't seen that yet.
Ooh, you like that one. Oh, Pet Sematary. That's a classic.
It's a good one.
The original.
Not my favorite, but good.
The remake leaves a lot to be desired. I think we covered all the big ones. Children of the Corn's a big one. I like Children. Lawnmower Man. You ever seen that?
No, but there's a Vestron, I believe.
Yeah,
Release of that?
I want you to see Lawnmower Man. I want
Is
you
it
to
good?
see.
You've seen it?
Yeah, it's
How?
because it streams all the time.
Oh, you've watched it?
Oh yeah.
It's good?
I want you to see the special effects in this movie.
Bad?
Very early CGI. Horrible. Good. The movie actually itself is not that bad. I think he also wrote the story for the movie Needful Things, which I think is getting a 4K this year, which is pretty cool. It's like this devil in a small town. Basically, he grants you your wish, but he does it in his own devilish way because, he's the devil.
Right.
So, of course, he's not going to answer it honorably. But the town ends up just like spiraling out of control. Really good movie. It's called Needful Things. Stephen King wrote I think that was a novella, too. You should check that one out, though. But I think we got them all, right? I think we answered everything.
Yeah, it's more than 10.
And then, honestly, this is the perfect last question for you here on the show. What are your top 5 favorite South Park episodes from Kevin L.?
Ooh, right off the bat, anything with Randy.
Randy is the best because he did
Yeah.
my favorite, which is the Bat Dad episode.
Bat Dad's a good one.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go. I'm right here.
Randy.
Sit down before you get hurt. Sorry. I was in America. I'm sorry.
You want to break me down, Sharon? Is that it? You want to break me down?
I like the Black Friday trilogy.
Oh my God,
Those are good ones.
He's just gonna betray you.
Yes. What do they say? Stop talking betrayal in my garden.
Yeah, he's always taking them to the garden. He's got the eye patch.
Yeah, that's a good one. But that's actually not really a Randy episode.
He's the security guard at the mall.
Yeah. That's a good one.
I like the Imagination Land trilogy.
That's a good one. one. Shake Weight's a good one.
Shake Weight is great. What's the episode? I only remember, this is a Randy episode, but I remember a certain part of it where...
Michael Jackson one's good.
Oh, Michael Jackson one is great. That's ignorant.
That's ignorant.
Oh, what's the one with the cops? They're going around, the one guy's dressed up as a prostitute the whole time. And
he bangs him off?
And he's like, free, but he waits until after he gets banged to say, freeze, buddy, I'm a cop.
Yeah.
And then he takes...
I'm a cop.
And then he actually gets married to the one guy.
Yeah.
Keyshawn!
Yeah, the cop. I forget what his name is. Detective something or officer something.
It's Irish. It's totally making fun of Irish people, Irish cops here in the U.S.
Yeah, no, that's hysterical.
That is.
I love those.
He waits until after he gets banged. He takes the evidence bag and dumps all the guns from his ass.
Yeah.
And the cops are all like, "Why would you do it?"
Yeah.
But what's the episode where? I think it's his daughter Shelly. Randy's daughter Shelly starts dating the guy who always wears the life preserver, and then he finally takes it off, and Randy's dressed up as Spider-Man, and the kid drowns.
Yeah.
And then he goes up to Shelly. He's not like, maybe Spider-Man had a good reason for doing what he did.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like the one when Cartman makes his hand Jennifer Lopez.
Oh my God!
The taco flavor kisses for my band.
And then he uses the hand that was it with Ben Affleck?
Blowjob.
Yeah. And he's like, come on.
Yeah, when it's him.
It's really him.
That's a good one. The Coon.
Oh yeah, no, that's the superhero.
Yeah.
Coon and Friends.
Yeah. Those are good.
Oh yeah, what was Kenny's name?
Kenny McCormick?
Yeah, he was the
Mysterion.
Mysterion. Yeah, he can't die. Oh, that was great.
Yeah, I mean, South Park doesn't really miss. The Human Centipede one is
Oh
good.
my
The
God.
Centipede.
Oh, I like the one where they have the people traveling back, the Ticker Jobs one.
Yeah, the
And then Kyle, it was Stan flips out at one of them at the restaurant, and then Randy's standing behind him. He's like, Stan Marsh, I didn't raise you to be a timist.
Yeah. What was the one on the mountain?
Oh,
when they go skiing?
You're gonna have a bad time.
No, that's ziplining.
Oh, that's
the ski when they go to the ski resort and. Do you know that you just spilled that all over you?
Yeah. See what I mean about the shitty lid?
No,
wow, my
it's not the lid. It's you.
Do you see how much white stuff is on my shirt?
Yeah, you're a mess.
Yeah, I might have to change these clothes actually.
You 100% have to change those clothes.
Because I have to go live at 2, and I don't know.
Yeah, you definitely have to change those clothes.
Ugh.
No, it was like an 80s ski lodge thing, and the guy kept calling him Stan Darsh.
Yeah. Stan Darsh.
And he just didn't care.
But one thing with South Park,
French fry pizza.
Yeah.
It's like, if you French fry when you're supposed to pizza, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah. Or the one with the aliens. Oh yeah, suck my jag on.
I actually don't love the first few seasons of South Park.
No, they're so good.
There's some good ones like the Pokemon one, but that's when Kenny would die.
Kenny died every time.
Yeah.
I like the first season. The first season's great.
I think that they really hit their stride once 2000 came around, and then they started doing
fourth grade.
Yeah, and they had the lobster that with the crazy crab people were jumping into things. Everyone's yeah. I think they started to really find their stride. And then once you just let Randy be Randy and just turned him into a stupid moron when he fucking gets this is something you would do actually. I always think of you when I see this. He goes and gets a bank loan for a margarita milk machine. He's over there making margaritas and they're like, oh, okay, we'll just reinvest the money and it's gone.
Yeah. And it's gone.
What?
Butters episodes are pretty good too. I like Butters.
Oh, yeah.
Butters is funny.
I said, what in the butt?
Yeah, no, I fucking love South Park. That's one of my favorite
It's
shows of all
still
time.
funny. The one episode we watched recently was a Halloween episode.
Yeah. Oh, the Blockbuster episode when Randy buys the Blockbuster.
Oh, that one is great
and they're
too.
dressed as the Avengers.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
and Randy's in there and then he freezes to death like The Shining at the end, and they're like, "Do you want anything? Chicken nuggets? Anything else? Sweet." Yeah, no, that's a classic. But I guess that's it for questions, and that's going to do it for this last episode of Matt here on Let's Talk Physical Media, at least for the time being.
For this chapter.
Yeah. So do you want to say goodbye?
Goodbye.
All right, yeah. That's it.
Yeah, so like I said earlier, it's not goodbye forever. It's just for now. I'll pop up occasionally here and there. Just not going to be in the schedule anymore. Just when I can, I'll pop up. If you guys have questions for me or my thoughts on something, you could reach out to John and he can.
I'll make Matt make a video on his phone or something and send it to me.
That,
for you
or
guys.
I could text it to you, or you could just tell him what I said on something like that, or something like that. You know, but I'll pop up here and there. But just
We got to let Matt spread his wings and fly.
yeah, I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly.
Yeah, we're going to let Matt fly. So you're stuck with me. So we're going into this video like 1,871 subscribers. So now that Matt's leaving, we'll probably go down a little bit. All the Matt heads will be gone.
Yeah, all three of them.
All of them will show up for that bald spot each and every week. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here with us on another episode of Let's Talk Physical Media. If you do want to keep continuing to support the channel, nothing helps the channel more than by you liking this video, subscribing to the channel, going out in those streets and telling all your friends about us. We'll be seeing you around.